not sure, Mr. Cameraman, if you notice it, but I notice it when I'm talking here, so it kind of insulates the outside as well better. We want to solve the problem before it even happens. We want to over-engineer your buildings and your structures to ensure compliance with OBC, but also we want to overachieve. You have to do the fire insulation in the locations where all your pipes are going prior to installing all the pipes. So you can't just like a regular custom home go in. I hope that answers your questions, guys, about fire separations and why it's needed. It's needed to kind of create that fire separation barrier.
Okay, I'll try to make it before Saturday.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. I'll call you after. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Hey guys, so directly behind me here, you guys might have seen it or might not have seen it. We've got a brand new construction fourplex here where we've completed the plumbing rough in 99%. We've completed the HVAC as well, about 98%. Electrical is completed for the main, second and third as well at 98%. Electricians are working in the basement. We've finished the front porches. So there's a separate entrance from here where you're standing here. You can go to the basement. And that's how one dwelling is going to occupy this space. We've started also continuous rigid insulation. This is a Roxwool product. It's rigid insulation. So this is more rigid. So you can see on the sides here, it's more concentrated. They've compressed it. It's basically installed on the exterior. The gentleman here now is installing these boards, these panels. They come in this size, they come in a bundle, and we're basically having them installed on the exterior as part of our design to kind of add additional fire separation. So not only do we have metal studs on the inside, but on the outside, we also have to do this as well. So we've added these metal channels so we can nicely fasten and screw in this rigid insulation by Roxwool on the exterior. We're gonna now clad the entire exterior over the next couple of days. You see the gentleman over there is gonna be doing that. Once that's done, and the entire structure on the right and the left are gonna get this treatment. On the front and the back, the drawings didn't call for it because we've got enough setbacks in the front. So yeah, so that not only does this help you with the fire separation, but it also gives you a little bit of R value as well. In this case, we've got an R10 valuation on the exterior, alongside not only the R10 continuous insulation on the outside, but also you've got the insulation on the inside. So double whammy, guys. Let's go to the back. You can see now, right? I mean, basically how nice of a finish this is, right? It also gives you a little bit of a sound deadening effect as well. Just by nature, like if I'm talking right now, I can feel my voice sort of being absorbed, even though this is not designed for that purpose, but you know, it's definitely, I'm not sure, Mr. Cameraman, if you notice it, but I notice it when I'm talking here, so it kind of insulates the outside as well better. Now, this is how it looks like, guys. This is how it looks like in the raw form. We're gonna show you guys, obviously this is a magnificent plot of land. They've got the permits to build the garden suite in the back. We've talked about it in the past, but the clients opted only to build the fourplex for now. They may entertain the idea of building the garden suite. It's a beautiful two-story garden suite permit that they have on hand. So guys, this is the exterior aluminum cladding. This is the design that was chosen by the clients. This is metal. It's non-combustible. So when you're doing this, you have to do it non-combustible. And the clients are going with a vertical style pattern. So we're gonna be running a vertical boards essentially over there throughout. But this is what you guys are getting, guys. It comes in really nice long pieces. This part over here that you see is gonna get hidden because what happens is when you install it, this gets installed. The other piece essentially goes on top. It hides these spots. This is to screw on the board onto the wall. But the first step is obviously you've got the glass rock, you've got the blue skin, then you've got the rigid insulation that's already going up right now. And then right after that, this goes on board basically. So guys, you're getting a very tight, airtight feel. You're not gonna have any water penetration. People ask us oftentimes that, hey, should I do bricks or should I do metal siding? Or should I go with stucco? Well, guys, I mean, at Plexcon Construction, we're making sure that everything is sealed really nicely. There's caulking done on the inside. There's caulking and taping done on the glass rock. So we've taken a lot of measures, extreme measures to ensure that we don't run into situations where our potential clients have tenants living there and then they have a leak situation or they have a mold situation. We want to solve the problem before it even happens. We want to over-engineer your buildings and your structures to ensure compliance with OBC, but also we want to overachieve. You can always overachieve and go the next level, and that's what we try to do basically. Some of the viewers might have asked the question, can you run this board only vertical or can you run it horizontal? Well, it depends on your design preference. You can run it horizontally or you can run it vertically. This specific client has chose to run it vertically. All right, guys, so we're inside on the second story right now. We've got the electricians working here, so you'll notice that, we've already got, from the last time you guys were here, the electrical work is mostly completed. We just got to pass our ESA inspections. HVAC is also completed for the most part. Again, we're looking to pass inspections. We're looking to pass our fire separation inspections as well. We're going to have to install a couple of fire-rated fire collars. Otherwise, it looks great. The space looks great. It's coming along. And of course, you've got the nice windows, a lot of natural light coming in. And again, we've talked about this in the past. A lot of you viewers do love this, explanation. As a matter of fact, I met a guy a couple of days ago on the street. He literally flagged me down and said, "Hey, are you Bill from Plexcon?" I said, "Yes." He's like, "I watch your videos." So he was telling me the fact that he just bought a property. He's looking to do a multiplex. And what really got him was the video about the fire separations and the installation. So let's talk about that again, guys, right? So you can never talk too much about it. So here, guys, you'll see on the orange, you've got the pipes for the rads, because we're going to have rads here to provide heating, supplemental heating. You've got the heat pumps, but you also need heating. And in order to keep a 200 amp service here, they had to go with gas stoves, gas dryers, gas hot water tanks, and gas radiators, not electric, but gas radiators to kind of get us under that requirement for getting the 200 amp service. So we're under 160 amps. We're about 135 amps in order to achieve 200 amps. With 400 amp service, guys, it's just a lot more delay, a lot more complexity, a lot more cost. Take your attention over here. So here, you can see on the top where my finger is, you've got the resilient channel, the fire-rated resilient channel. Then you've got 2 sheets of 5/8 drywall. And then you've got the pipes underneath it. So in order to run your pipes, whenever you're running your pipes, you have to do the fire installation in the locations where all your pipes are going prior to installing all the pipes. So you can't just like a regular custom home go in and just essentially run your pipes where you need to run them. Here, this is an individual unit. Above us is an individual unit. Wherever you have an individual unit separation point, let's just say if there was the same unit above, then we wouldn't have to do this. But if there's a separate unit, you've got to create the fire separation barrier between one unit to the other unit. So for example, guys, in a nutshell, if the half of the second floor was one unit and the other half was one unit, then you'd add a fire separation wall in between. But that's not the case here. Here we've got the nice spacious big unit, and this is one unit, guys, the entire space. It's very roomy and it's very livable. I hope that answers your questions, guys, about fire separations and why it's needed. It's needed to kind of create that fire separation barrier, and it's a critical step. And not only that, but they've also got to come back once this is installed to do caulking. There's still some other areas over here that you guys can see. I'm lifting my finger so you can see the caulking behind. So if there's any areas that are missing, they're going to have to come back and caulk to ensure complete sealant between this unit and the unit above. Let's talk about the fire collar, guys. We're still waiting for the fire collars to come in. So let me see if that's one of them. So see right over there, guys, that's a fire collar. Some people call them the fire donut. That has to get installed around the drain pipe, where the drain pipe goes up to the second floor, because obviously that's a choke point, right? So in an event of a fire, what's going to happen is that collar, that it's a circular device, it's going to basically just melt in and essentially cause that pipe to kind of just squeeze in so tight, so that way no smoke, no flames from this unit can go upstairs to the above unit. It's just part of the requirement. It gets added in various locations wherever there's a choke point or connection point between this unit to the unit above. We're adding it even on the side of the project here, because this side is going to be meeting that other side, which is going into the stairwell. We can't have fire from here go to the stairwell. That's going to impede the ability of the resident living here to escape if the fire goes from here to the stairwell. So we've added a fire collar here as well. This one is by 3M, it's pretty big. Now on this wall here too, guys, so whenever you have a stairwell, right, this area has to be fully protected and fully sealed for fire protection and fireproofing. So we're gonna add the rocks wool right here. We're gonna add the resilient channels throughout, and we're gonna add 2 sheets of 5/8 drywall. We can choose to add 1 on this side, and we can add maybe possibly add 2 on this side and add 1 on this side, because there's already tight the space. So this entire stairwell on both sides is going to be fire protected, as well as on that side as well, on the back over there too. So that, there's a clear passage of escape in an event, God forbid, there's a fire at this property. So we're on the 3rd floor, guys. You'll see this pocket over here. We've talked about this many times. We're going to be doing spray foam insulation, 2-pound spray foam in all these cavities here for the roof, because there's not enough space to fit in the blown insulation. That's going to be happening this week once we pass our ESA inspections. You'll notice on the ground level here now, I'm going to try to show you guys something cool. So here is the radiator that's going to be liquid heated. So with the heat pump system there, because heating requires a lot of electricity. The heat pump does provide heating, but it's supplemental heating. When it gets really cold out there, so here they've gone with a radiator system. We're going to install that. It's going to be running off liquid, heated through the boiler system, and every unit has this. We've done that in many projects. You have a couple of options. You can either go with the radiator, or you can go with the heated floor systems, where you heat the entire floor systems in its entirety. It's just so small that it could be classified as a baseboard heater, but even though it is a radiator, that provides the heating through the hot water. Outlets are all done, receptacles are all done. Nice little skylight giving us some natural light here, and there's a little corridor. Very roomy, very spacious. You've got one bedroom at the back of the house, overlooking the back with a nice big window. You've got a bathroom, 3-piece, and you've got another bedroom over here. So 2 bedrooms at the back over here with a shared bathroom. And then you've got over here, basically your kitchen and living area is gonna be all over here, essentially. This is the kitchen, living room, all that stuff's all situated over here where we're standing. Me and Connor are here right now to wrap up this home. There's a couple of small deficiencies. We're here to quickly wrap them up. So small PDI items, let's go inside, right? So, you've got like some paint touch-ups that are gonna have to happen. You've got some trim touch-ups that have to happen. Cleanup, of course. A little bit of kitchen deficiencies, maybe a little bit of appliance installation where the dishwasher needs to get installed. So just kind of like tying up all the loose ends, basically finishing the project up so that this thing can be ready to rock and roll. Pass inspections. Inspections are going to be here in the next couple of days. We'll do the inspections, get this thing passed. So all the excess material is going to be transferred over to another site where we need the material. Here we've discussed this before, but you've got basically a office/bedroom. Here we go, the painter's calling. Let's see what he has to say. Hey, George, how are you, man?
I'm good. You call me?
Yeah, man. Is there any way you can come here before the Saturday? Because obviously I'm at the house right now. I came here too. There's like a lot of things here, man. I wish... Anyhow, you're on speakerphone here. I'm with a lot of people. Do you think it's possible before Saturday, or?
Okay, I'll try to make it before Saturday.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. I'll call you after. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
The painter has all the deficiencies. Like we've got some little bit of cutouts that he's going to have to patch those, paint, sand, taping, and just some deficiencies around the property, basically general deficiencies throughout the property. You've got a little bit of caulking that's outstanding, just small little things that, tedious tasks that we're gonna get a handyman over here and get them handled, and the painter's gonna do what he has to do. It's part of his scope. So guys, pretty much we're 90-95% done here. Gonna just pass the inspections, tidy up the place so the clients can go ahead and lease this place out, because this is a perfect time to put this property on the market. It's gonna get some really good rent. It's a nice 4-bedroom if you count the unit over here with 3 bathrooms. This started a while back, but we finally got the permits for the basement. There was an issue with this project where they only gave us the Fourplex unit permits for the above grade. The basement, they weren't able to issue us because for some odd reason, this property is designated as a townhome, even though it's a semi-detached home. As a result, it required a special approval process. We got them now. We've started the work in the basement. We hope to finish the basement in the next 6 to 8 weeks. The city is making us do a brand new walkout over here as a result to make sure that it's compliant with the new Ontario building codes, because codes have changed and they want us to rip out the walls and put new walls in there.